Welcome to today's Emunah Minute. This past week's Parsha of Vayeschanan, we continue to see the beautiful and moving dialogue between Moshe Rabbeinu and Klal Yisrael. And Moshe Rabbeinu says to his fledgling nation, or not so fledgling, they're 4 decades into their relationship already, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. The oneness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the belief in one God, the allegiance to one God, the recognition that the Ribono Shel Olam manages and orchestrates all of the events of our lives is of paramount importance in the hashkafa, in the outlook, in the ideology of the Jew. But then Moshe Rabbeinu goes on and he says, V'ahavtas Hashem Elokecha, b'chol levavcha, b'chol nafshecha, v'chol modecha. You should love Hashem. But it's not just enough to love Hashem, you have to love Hashem with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your means, everything you possess. But I want to draw your attention to that first phrase, b'chol levavcha. What does it mean to love Hashem with all of your heart? And Rashi HaKadosh says something so beautiful. He says, Shelo yehei libcha chalak ala makom. Literally translated, your heart should not be divided against God. What does this mean? Your heart shouldn't be divided on a most basic level. Rashi's saying, don't only love Hashem when He gives you what you want, how you want it, when you want it. Don't only love Hashem when things go your way. Don't only love Hashem when life follows your plan. But when things fall apart, when things unravel, when things really go off the rails, suddenly you're not in love. Don't be like that. What does it mean to love Hashem? With all of your heart, in all times, in all circumstances. Let your heart not be divided against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Is this not the recipe for success in all relationships? Imagine for a moment in a marriage, if a husband says to his wife, I love you as long as things are good. I love you as long as you say what I want, when I want it, you do what I want, how I want it, when I want it. Such a relationship doesn't work. A relationship that's predicated on the other party always doing what I want, how I want, when I want, is never going to be a relationship that has the possibility to endure. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I want a relationship with you. V'ahavta es Hashem Elokecha b'chol levavcha. Moshe Rabbeinu says, it's only going to work if you're committed. It's only going to work if you're in. It's easy to love God when life goes according to your plan, when everything goes your way. But that's not what it means to be in a relationship with Hashem. B'chol levavcha. Even when things are difficult, even when things are challenging, shelo yeh libcha chalak ala makom. Let your heart not be divided against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Piazetzna, the Klonomis Kalma Shapira Hashem Yikom Dama, the great Rebbe, in Eish Kodesh says something so beautiful. He says there's another meaning. He says makom also means geography. Shelo yeh libcha chalak ala makom, the Rebbe says in such a beautiful and brilliant insight. Says, let your heart not be divided geographically. What does this mean? So the Rebbe says, sometimes people think, I could only have a relationship with Hashem here, in this particular place, in these particular circumstances, in this particular matzav, in this particular avirah, this particular atmosphere. Moshe Rabbeinu says, V'ahavtas Hashem Elokecha b'chol levavcha. What does it mean with all of your heart? Shelo yeh libcha chalak ala makom. Do not let your spirituality be tethered to geography. Wherever you are, there is the ability to have a relationship with Hashem. And makom doesn't just mean a geographic location. It also means an emotional location. Sometimes in life, I'm just not in a good place. Sometimes my geography is fine, but my emotional geography is a little bit off. Whatever your situation in life is, you have the ability to have a relationship with Hashem. We all yearn and pine to get to Eretz Yisrael, but a Jew should never think that a relationship with Hashem could only occur on the holy soil of Eretz Yisrael. Shelo yeh libcha chalak ala makom. Wherever you are geographically, you have the ability to forge a meaningful relationship with Hashem. And sometimes we think that it's only if I'm happy, it's only if I'm in a good state, it's only if things are going well that I have the ability to summon up the energy to cultivate a meaningful relationship with God. It's not true. Whatever your emotional or spiritual circumstances are, you have the ability to forge a meaningful relationship with Hashem as well. And think about this for just a moment. Who is the Piazetzna speaking to? He said this actually Parashas Yisro. In 1939, he was telling Jews there in the Warsaw Ghetto, do not let your spirituality be tethered to geography. That even if you are in the Gehenna, even if you're in the hell of the ghetto, if you want a relationship with Hashem, you could have it. If you want a meaningful connection, you could have it. Moshe Rabbeinu was telling Klal Yisrael this multifaceted message. And how do you love Hashem? With all of your heart. You have to love Him in times of good and even in times of challenge. And never for a moment think that that love is tethered geographically to one particular location. Wherever you are geographically, wherever you are emotionally, wherever you are spiritually, if you want it, you always have the ability to forge a meaningful, lasting, and enduring relationship with Hashem. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.